We're going to explain how to open by ICA files in Windows. ICA files are used to connect to remote desktops, typically using Citrix software. While you might not see a program automatically associated with them, opening them is straightforward. There are several ways to do this. 1. Using Citrix Workspace app. The most common and reliable method is to use the Citrix Workspace app. If you already have this installed, it's often provided by your workplace. Simply double-clicking the ICA file should automatically launch the Citrix Workspace app and initiate the connection. If it doesn't, you might need to right-click the file, select Open With, and then choose Citrix Workspace app from the list of programs. If Citrix Workspace isn't listed, you'll need to find and install it from your organization's IT department or Citrix's website. 2. Manually configuring a connection if Citrix Workspace is not available. If you don't have the Citrix Workspace app installed, or it's not working, you might need a different Citrix client or a remote desktop connection. Unfortunately, ICA files themselves don't contain all the information needed for connection. It's usually a shortcut containing the connection details. If your ICA file contains a direct server address, you could try copying that address and using Windows' built-in remote desktop connection, Mestiet.exe. To open this, search for Remote Desktop Connection in the Windows search bar, paste the address into the computer field, and click Connect. This may require knowing your username and password for the remote server, information typically associated with the ICA file or provided by your IT department. However, directly using Remote Desktop Connection might not always work, as ICA files often contain additional settings that the standard Remote Desktop Connection may not recognize. 3. Troubleshooting. If you're still having trouble, make sure your network connection is stable. Ensure that your computer meets the minimum system requirements for connecting to the remote desktop. Check with your IT support or the provider of the ICA file for specific instructions or troubleshooting steps. They can often help determine if there are any specific settings required to access the server. Also consider if the remote server is currently accessible. The server may be down for maintenance, overloaded, or experiencing other issues. Finally, ensure the ICA file itself is not corrupt. Try obtaining a fresh copy if possible. 4. Alternative clients. Other virtual desktop clients besides Citrix Workspace may work, depending on how the ICA file was created. Look for alternative RDP clients online and see if they're compatible. However, this usually involves more manual setup. By following these steps, you should be able to open your ICA file and access the remote desktop. Remember to always follow your organization's security policies when connecting to remote resources.